What is natural selection? Natural selection is one of several key concepts contained within the theory of evolution. To understand exactly what natural selection is and why it's so important, let's first take a quick look at two other evolutionary concepts: descendant with modification and the overarching idea of a common descent. Descent with modification is the observable fact that when parents have children, those children often look and behave slightly different than their parents, and slightly different than each other. They descend from their parents with modifications. The differences found in offspring are partially due to random genetic mutations. Common descent is the idea that all life on Earth is related. We descend from a common ancestor. Through the gradual process of descent with modification over many generations, a single original species is thought to have given rise to all of them today. To the common descent of all life on Earth is not directly observable fact. We have no way of going back in time. Instead, common descent as a conclusion based on a massive collection of observable facts. Facts found independently in the study of fossils, genetics, comparative anatomy, math, and biochemistry, and species distribution. Because the evidence for common descent is so overwhelming, the concept has been around since ancient times. In the past, however, it was rejected by many philosophers and scientists. Main reason: you cannot get order and complexity from a random cause alone. The bodies and behaviors of living things are extremely complex and orderly, descendant with modification. Until Charles Darwin discovered natural selection. Charles Darwin, who lived from 1809 to 1882, was a naturalist, someone who studies nature. At the start of his career, he traveled the world by ship, collecting and documenting plants and animals. During his travels, Darwin became very interested in the idea of common descent. He noticed that islands contain species of plants and animals unique to those islands. They can be found any place on Earth, but they often look and behave surprisingly similar to creatures found nearby continents. Natural selection just means that nature is what's selecting which organisms survive long enough to reproduce, and it depends on two key ingredients. The first is some way of getting features or traits to be inherited from one generation to the next, which usually means reproduction. The second is variation. If organisms were to make exact duplicates of themselves, the time they reproduce, nothing would change. There'd be no elephants, no trees, or no humans. We'd still just be single-cell photo-organisms. Now, the environment can't support every individual that's born. Maybe it's too dry or wet for some of them, but maybe the food is up in all trees, not enough, or maybe it's just really cold. Whatever it is, organisms compete for resources.